What's up, guys? This is Thomas Ant. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with more Fortnite to the Apocalypse. This is chapter 214, titled Rest and Resolve. So, after like, man, back-to-back insane chapters from Lancelot's backstory down to Percyville finally choosing who he wanted to be with, and choosing both, and Nazians. It's just been insane. It's just been insane, anticipated, back-to-back amazing chapters. And honestly, where do you go from there? I don't know. Let's see. So, for leaks, we did just get like one single text from a leaker, and I mean, a lot of opinions came from that. And man, people written. I feel like people in this fandom really can't handle different opinions or how people feel about certain things. To be honest with you, but like, I want to get too much into that right now, so let's do this. So, on the cover here, we got Hauser. I think that's his name. I don't want to get his name wrong. But seems like something goofy is happening here. We got him and Gil Thunder. Okay, Donnie's awake now. So, ha ha ha. You're joking with me this early in the morning. Well, are you serious? Hey, Boris. Well, that was sudden. So that's what you're all out of breath over. I'm trying to figure out what out of breath over to. It's about Percival going on that honeymoon with Angela and Nazians, isn't it? Okay. So everyone knows now. His Majesty gave me the news. So are they like officially married now? I mean, a honeymoon. You don't get a honeymoon without being married. At least that's how I feel. Whoa, Julia, how can you be so calm about this? Why worry? They'll be back in 2 or 3 days. That's not the problem here. I suppose spirits just see the world differently from us humans. Quite a gutsy move from Anne too. Don't offer them praise for this. My, so loud. How much of a total dunderhead can you even be? Don't you see our situation, sire, and you just let them go? Yes, I did. And of course I understand the situation. You're not at all convincing me. Time is so precious to us too. And of course Meliodas is under Elizabeth's skirt. That's never gonna change. He's being a pervert as we speak. Let me see, what does she say? She's saying, come on. So she's trying to, you know. Even as I speak, Camelot is continuing to gobble up swaths of Britannia, and our holy knights and soldiers are exhausting themselves fighting the Knights of Chaos. Don't you think, my liege, that now is the time to storm into Camelot and settle matters with King Arthur once and for all? Now when Lancelot has temporarily sidelined all of the 4 evils. Okay, do you want to tell them then? Tell them to forego all the rest and keep toiling until the battle is over? We are putting the fate of the world on the shoulders of children no older than 18. I think you know how cruel a thing that is. What were you doing at age 18, Hauser? Well, I was mouthing off to everyone. Becoming a holy knight went to my head. But yes, I am sorry. Usually it's we adults who should fight for our children. It's not nothing but rest either. It's fine to fight for vague concepts like the world and mankind, but it's key to have something more solid. Family, friends, lovers, anything close to you that you value. Those are the things that make them grow so much. It gives them more strength and a keener sense of will. Just as it was for myself and the rest of the 7 deadly sins. Besides, you know it won't go that easy. Do you just want to rush into Camelot, endangering not only Arthur, but everyone else who deserves our protection? I know, sir, Plus, I hear that Thetis is working undercover with Lancelot on assorted things. Best for us to keep a close eye on Camelot's moves for now. Yes, my lord. So, we got Isolde and Tristan here. We got I have no idea who that is on the side right there. But then we got a pig on the other side. I'm not sure if that's the original one from the Seven Deadly Sins or not. But yeah. Isolde, once this battle is over, would you be kind enough to take my hand in marriage? Yes. That's who it was. And when the time comes, I want you to celebrate with us, Gian, as my best friend. So he's crying. Yes, I'd be delighted to. Well, I have some business back in the castle, so. Huh? Gian, since when were you there? You hear that? I'm his best friend. His best. How long were you eavesdropping on us? So he calls for Meliodas. What is it, Tristan? Right. Send a few holy knights to base. I think Elizabeth is in the courtyard. I have a favor to ask. I want you to train me and train me for real. Don't go easy on me because I'm your son. I don't want to worry Mama and my friends again. I want to be able to fight like Lancelot. And I want to protect who I love with my own two hands, no matter the enemy. Yeah. You're on. Thetis. The area is mostly wetland with no village nearby. This won't affect much even when the land does come back. These four walls are coated in material tougher than steel. Wow, awesome. Wreak all the havoc you want inside. I have my own work too, you know. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks, Thetis. Well. I suppose I'll start by gauging your current strength. Come at me, then give me all you've got. You sure you want that? I'll leave nothing off the table then. So, Tristan goes into his demon mode. We got Meliodas just standing there. And he goes for a punch. So he punches Meliodas. And you don't want me to hold back, right? So Meliodas completely unfazed. Punches Tristan. Flies towards him. Punches him again. Whoa. You alright? Goodness gracious. So that's the end of the chapter right there. I'm not a fan of the way these chapters end. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the way these chapters end, like on a random panel. It's like, are you kidding me? You know? But at the same time, I feel like I should be used to it by now. With how random the chapters be ending, like on certain panels, but it is what it is. But anyways, just takes me back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, how opinions or whatever, people can't usually handle them or whatever. You know, it's not like, I feel like it's not like I say anything too crazy or anything too, you know, non-understanding, but I feel like my opinion when I saw this leak, because this was the text leak we got right here, was based on this panel, was based on this fight, was that Tristan got stomped by Meliodas in his demon mark mode. Literally. We see it happen right here. He threw a punch, didn't face Meliodas. Okay, that's fine. It's Meliodas. The first hit not gonna phase him, at least the first couple hits. You know, you gotta go crazy on him. You know, he not no Bond or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He not no Escanor. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he not Lancelot. You know, and the fight just started. But obviously, I was going based off the leak text that we got from the leaker, which was saying like, oh, they train and he gets stomped. You know, That's what I was going based off of. But obviously, we didn't know how much the fight was gonna be in this chapter. We didn't know how much the fight was gonna be in this chapter, and so it wasn't much. So anything can happen in the next chapter. So that's how I feel. But like, I feel like it was okay for me based off of what we heard to say like, oh man, that's crazy. Tristan getting stomped in his demon mode, not even putting a scratch on Meliodas. That's insane. Like even if you go back to right here, oh damn, my bad. Even if you go back to like right here, where he gets the first hit on Meliodas, there's literally no scratch, nothing. I mean, he punches him. Looks like he put some power in it. You know, not even a scar on Meliodas' face. Not no blood coming from the lip. You know what I'm saying? That's how durable Meliodas is. So that's understandable, but I was thinking like the fight was gonna take place this whole chapter, like from the start to like where we are now at the end of the chapter. I was thinking, but like based off that leak, but I guess you gotta kind of lower your expectations when you get leaks because some of the things they may talk about may not be, you know. But I still feel like it was okay for me to give my opinion on it based off what they said, based off what I felt like was gonna be in the chapter from what they said. I still think that if we witness this battle right here and he just like, I guess, does nothing that, I'm not saying he has to necessarily harm Meliodas, obviously, because of how strong Meliodas is. But if in his demon mode he can't do nothing to Meliodas, like not even put a single like little scratch on him or nothing like that in the next chapter or two, that's gonna be completely sad. That's gonna be completely sad because I mean I look at it this way: Tristan's in his demon mode, his highest form he can go to right now. I feel like, or one of his highest forms he can go to. I'm sure there's gonna be like another form he can unlock, but right now his highest form he can go to. And then Meliodas is in base, and he's like raking him. He's like giving him like no chance at all. So to do anything like, you know, do any damage to him or anything. But again, it's Meliodas, so it's understandable. You know, the MC of the last series, his father, a guy who's been living thousands of years, you know, having to battle the same people almost over and over again, you know, meeting different people through lifetimes that are like strong, whatever, and battling them. It's understandable. I mean, it's understandable, but like, I feel like I was expecting this fight to be a bit longer in this chapter so far, but honestly, it just started, and you know, I hold my expectations a little bit until we get like more in the next chapter, you know. So, yeah. Tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me whether you think Tristan will be able to get at least one hit on Meliodas that like scratches him or whatever. Tell me how you feel about the chapter or whatever. I like that what we got in the beginning of the chapter with everyone with Percival. Pretty much we got the knowledge that Percival took Anne and Nazianz on a honeymoon. So I'm not even sure if they've officially gotten married yet. And it's something we missed. I doubt we missed something like that. But then again, I feel like it's not important to the point where we're not going to have to write a whole chapter of them getting married or whatever. You know, so I don't know. I can't wait till we get back to all the knights being together and not just, you know, these single moments right here where they're just doing things. And honestly, now that Lancelot has trained and we getting this training stuff right here with Tristan, do we get Gwen training next? Do we get something with Gwen training next? And then after that, do we get something with Percival training? You know? So is it going to be in order of who's, you know, doing what or whatever? So that's what I'm more focused on. Again, let me stop yapping. Thanks for watching. This has been Thomas Ant, and I'll see you in the next one.